We're going to get started in about 2 minutes. Marty Harrington is putting down the medals and the T-shirts that everybody will get. We're going to ask all the recipients to walk straight up. They'll be presented their medals, get a T-shirt, and go back that way so the camera works for everybody. So we'll get everybody going the same way. So we appreciate everybody being here, and I apologize up front because I can't see a thing. This light is blinding me. But we'll get it going in about 1 minute. As soon as Marty's ready. And it looks like he's ready now. All right. Welcome to everybody for this 13th annual LETV All-Star Party. Those of you that may be here before might have heard me say that the 12th was going to be the last one because we were having problems with a lot of people getting involved. But this year we got an awful lot of help. The athletic directors, Joe Cortland, Dick Newton, Billy Devon, and Jeff Newhall did a great job getting on the coaches and stuff. Not everybody volunteered. We've got Encyclopedia Britannica on some. We've got one period on some others. We try to fake it as much as we can, which I've been doing for a very long time. Up front, I would like to have a big thank you to Athens, and I know I'm not going to do this correctly, but I'm going to try. Hupinda Saini and Sumit Saini, the owners of Athens on Boston Street, and we hope you'll frequent their place. They did a great job. You'll notice at the end, and I might ask you please to stay until the end. Don't try to sneak out and eat all the food. We want to make sure everybody gets a shot at it. They brought an awful lot of stuff out there. They're bringing drinks, and they have some snacks, pizzas, salad. So they did a great job helping to get this a big. They did a great job getting behind this and being one of the sponsors. And Marty Harrington, along with his father, and we hope his father, Kevin, is going to get well. He's a little bit under the weather, having a couple of health problems. But Marty and them have graciously donated the medals and the T-shirts. And another big factor in this, he'll be up soon, he'll present the medals, is Patrick Tuckwala, the superintendent. It was through his efforts that he convinced me to do this again. And it turned out we've got a great, great time. And it's great for the kids. And if anybody knows me, that's the reason I do this. So we're underway. And as we get underway, I'm going to ask Mayor Charlie Nicholson to come up and kick off the program.
Good evening.
Good evening.
First, I just want to thank John Hoffman for putting this together. Thank you so much, John. What a wonderful crowd tonight. It's just a testament to the hard work over years and years of being there for the student athletes of Lynn, for telling their stories, for creating these opportunities for recognition, to help us all find meaning in the work that we do together. It goes so appreciated by the Lynn Public Schools, by the City of Lynn. Thank you for what you do. Mainly tonight, I want to congratulate the student athletes. I'm here with my son, who's 2.5, in part because my wife is working, but also because I think it's so wonderful that my son Henry has so many role models to look up to in the City of Lynn. And that's what we do when we get together tonight on nights like this, is we point out role models for the community. We are so proud of the work that you have done to get to this point, to represent your school here tonight. Your school is proud of you, your city is proud of you, your families are proud of you. You can see everybody here tonight beaming because of what you've done. I also want to thank the coaches who put in so many hours, so much time, so much effort, the athletic directors, to build these opportunities for our students. It is priceless. What you all have learned on the field, on the court, on the mat, on the track, I'm going to miss some, so I'm going to stop there, is something you're going to take with you for the rest of your life. And as John has showed you throughout the years, dealing with adversity as you go through the season creates these moments where we need to reflect and make sense of it all. And we do that by telling stories about what happened, why it happened, how we got here. And I think that's a big part of athletics that sometimes goes underappreciated, is the stories that we tell ourselves, we tell each other about why we do this, about why we care, about where we're going. And by putting yourself in this position, you've already started to do that, and that's a skill you're going to take with you for the rest of your life. That type of leadership to give your day-to-day life the meaning towards a broader goal. All of you spent the off-season, year after year, building towards that longer goal. And you're here tonight, you can reflect on the goals you hit, the goals you missed, but you can take forward that effort, that practice of setting goals for yourself, of pushing others. You're here because others on your team look to you as an example. And so it's really just so exciting that we have this opportunity tonight to all come together to recognize that as a whole city, because the whole city values what you do throughout the different types of schools that we have. And I want to congratulate you for being here, congratulate your families, our coaches, our athletic directors, our distinguished superintendent, Dr. Tutwiler, and John Hoffman for creating this evening. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mayor Nicholson. Just briefly, we've got a great group of kids. If you watch Channel 15 quite often, you hear me say, I wish everybody could get to know these kids the way I do. I spend more time with these kids maybe than their parents do. But we have great kids, they perform, and we do great in the city of Lynn. I believe this is the first time in many years, I don't know if we go back to Pedro Morales, but this may be the first time in the city of Lynn in a long time that all 4 boys baseball teams qualified for the state tournament. You can't win state championships every year. We had 2 this year with St. Mary's. We were blessed with the boys and the girls back to back. It doesn't happen a lot. We had Lynn English a couple of years back to back. But what happens is we have our kids that go out and perform, and the majority of our sports have winning records. And when you start to think of that, we've got 5 high schools in the city of Lynn. We also send some of our Lynn kids to Fenwick and St. John's Prep and maybe a couple of other schools. So we spread our talent around quite a bit, where other areas have 1, maybe 2 lucky high schools, so they have a chance, a lot more chance than we do. But the majority of our teams, over the course of years, win more than they lose. And that's a credit to the athletic directors and the coaches and the players for putting the time and effort in. And it's great for me to watch these players perform and know that we couldn't do it, but if we had 1 high school, we would be up there with all the teams. We'd be there with Everett, all St. John's Prep and everybody else, because we also send people to the Prep and Fenwick and all over the place. But to have 5 high schools in our city have winning records and more often than not have a bundle of teams qualify for the state tournament says a lot for the kids, their efforts, the coaches, the families, and the city of Lynn, and we should really appreciate that. So tonight, you're going to be a little bit surprised because tonight is the largest sports night we've ever had. Great crowd. We've had, usually, would be close to 100 kids. And we have to limit it, obviously. There's a lot more kids could be here. We could pick 3, 4, or 5 from every team. We have a limit. It's like we get here and this is the largest we've ever had. Usually right around us 100. Tonight, we're over 150 because tonight for the first time, every sport that's offered in the city of Lynn at the 4 high schools is represented here tonight. And a couple of them will kind of surprise you. And the first one will be the one that surprises you the most probably. I'll bet you didn't know that St. Mary's had a crew team. Charlie Sullivan is our first recipient. Captain, directing tours. I'm sorry, I apologize. Patrick Tomorrow. He's a big part of this. I forgot to invite him up. He's the presenter. Charlie Sullivan, captain, directing chores, motivates his teammates, and it's great. Marina Fabrizio, 3 years crew, devoted to the team, most enthused. Here's another one you probably didn't know we had. Wrestling. From English, Sergio Lopez has 7 wins. He's a very hard worker. From Lynn Tech, Jonathan Gutierrez, Jr. Tech selects athletes of every month. He was the athlete for January. He helped a great effort in the first ever meet that held here in the city of Lynn. Boys tennis, Jimmy Watterson, senior captain, 4-year player, top singles player. Wilson Liu, senior, 4-year player, most improved second singles player. Boys tennis English, Trent Brown, captain, first singles. And I apologize up front if I pronounce some of these names wrong. Please forgive me. Tanvir Nakwe, captain, third singles, English tennis. Boys tennis at St. Mary's, Aiden Sullivan, senior captain, second singles, dedicated player. Connor Hamill, senior, third singles, also plays soccer, team leader. Girls tennis, classical, Kenzie McLaren, captain, first singles, second year, only lost 1 match. What happened in the 1 match? Alyssa Raythel, captain, undefeated, second singles, most consistent. Yacaria Matias Lopez, second singles, only a 9th grader. Sophia Johansson, first doubles, team leader. Girls tennis St. Mary's, Riley McGuire, freshman, played every match, key player, she also plays soccer. Taylor Bacardi, tough CCL matches, always played against the opposition best player, model player. All coaches talked about her as hustle, grit, and mentioned, those are the adjectives mentioned when they were talking about her. Field hockey for St. Mary's. Well, here she is. She had to fight her way up. Field hockey, Casey Litwin, versatile, new to the team, dominate on defense. Gigi Corsianos, senior team leader, strong midfielder, key offensive contributor. She's going to the University of New England. Volleyball, classical, Chloe Clement, senior captain, GBL MVP, All-State, senior tournament MVP, 41 number athlete, on her way to Suffolk. Samantha Thorne, senior captain, setter, 261 assists, setter program record. 86 aces, 146 digs. Volleyball English. Stephen Schrey, most aces, team leader, GBL star. He also ran outdoor track. Veronica Moen, captain, highest serve percentage. Very hard work according to her coach. St. Mary's volleyball. Molly Cummings, senior, 45 aces, 75 kills, 27 digs. Kiara Lenagro, senior, 38 aces, 81 assists, model player and leader. Tech volleyball, Casanelli, Camillo, senior, setter, team leader, assist, service aces. Yolandi Montez, senior, model blocker, team leader, blocks, kills. Boys cross country classical, Kevin Baker, senior captain, top boys runner, motivated his teammates. Matthew Bushway, a senior, hard worker, his times kept improving all year long. Girls classical, Mia Kibru, senior captain, top 10 finisher, GBL, Lynn City Meet, top finisher in the Mass Meets, team leader. Tatiana Rodriguez, senior, most improved runner, very hard worker. Cross country English, Iman McHale, captain, GBL All-Star. Corey Beauchamp, captain, GBL All-Star. St. Mary's, Kelsey Queertech. 21st in the MIA All-State, new personal best in the 5K to CCL, all Lynn City. Not far behind, Kyle Queertech, undefeated CCL Doom meets, MVP, second CCL conference meet, 22nd in the States, New time of 16:29, all city champ. Quintac Angelina Castillo, senior captain, CAC State star, #1 female runner, team leader, student of the month in September. Brian Zarati, senior captain, top male runner, CAC star, team MVP, top runner in the city meet. From Glasgow, AJ Fessler ran the 55 meters, qualified for the state. He also plays football. Kamani Phipps, soaring in the 55 hurdles. He also plays football. High school girls, Gianni Elgarudi, sophomore. Most consistent performer. Kestrine Pearson. Took 20 seconds off her time. Great teammate, strong second half. English boys indoor, Miguel Mercedes, captain, GBL All-Star, a very hard worker. Samuel Mercedes, GBL star, great teammate, terrific worker. Girls English, Kendra Malcolm, GBL All-Star, another great hard worker. Victoria Samuel, GBL star, very consistent. St. Mary's indoor track, Fred O'Brien, high jump, personal best, all-state qualifying, 15th in the states, 4th in the CCL, outstanding field athlete, CCL star, also the top sprinter. Tyne Surio, shot put, CCL star, 7th in the states, CCL champ, CCL outstanding field athlete. Oakland Tech, Xavier Long, senior captain, sprint track, ran the 100, the long jump, and the relay. Skylar McGuff, senior captain, high jump, hurdles, 50. He was athlete of the month in February. Classical boys spring track, Ryan Dahl, senior captain, long jump, also plays soccer. Luis Diaz, senior, shot put, discus, hard worker according to his coach. Girls Classical, Olivia Waterman, senior captain, top distance runner. Most meets since freshman. Jennifer Kramer, senior captain, discus, mile, most improved, a great team leader. English boys, Ernie Panius ran the 100, was the Lynn City champ. He also scored a TD in the classical English football game. English girls, Ada Bilal, GBL star, consistent hard work according to her coach. Diamond Bogus, GBL star, consistent, great teammate. St. Mary's, Anthony Ditria qualified for the States, high jump and triple jump, set the record in the triple at school, anchored the 4x100 relay, and he was a very big part of St. Mary's State Championship basketball team. Michaela Arcanizas, personal best the 100 meter, the 200 meter. 5 feet in a high jump, get qualified for the States. CCL meet MVP in the Frost sophomore meet. For Tech, Amaya Williams, sophomore, ran the 100 and the 4x100 relay. Maria Groskos, sophomore, ran the 800 through the javelin, ran the 4x4 relay. She was the athlete of the month in April. Cesar Reyes, sophomore, state qualifying, high jump, went 6 feet, also plays baseball. In golf, from classical, Brady Warren, league MVP, undefeated in the league, co-captain, honor roll, also plays baseball and also plays basketball. Pretty good shot stop, pretty good three-point shooter. TJ Walsh, GBL All-Star, 8-2 in the league, co-captain, honor roll student. From English, Alex McMillan, #1 golfer, consistent, great team helper. St. Mary's, Aiden Emmerich, senior, CCL MVP 3 times, CCL Cup champion. Set a court record shooting 61, 3 times state champion, Aiden Emmerich. Sean Matthews, senior, CCL All-Star, 2-time state champ. High school swimming, Daniel Puma, senior captain, GPL star, top finisher in the conference meet, city champion, 500, 100 breaststroke, medley relay, classical MVP, senior male swimmer, honor student. Sydney Finnegan, senior captain, city champ, medley relay, 200, 500, 400 free relay. Conference champion in 500, GBL star. English, Eamon McHale, captain, swim the breaststroke. Ina Shabani, captain. She was the team high scorer. St. Mary's, Dylan Obayashi, captain. Finished 1-2 in all year long in the 100 free, the 100 breast, and all meets. Missed the sectional final meet by 1/10 of a second in the medley and the free relay. Isabella Morello, first season swimming. She finished 1-2 all year long in the butterfly and the 200 individual medley. In the CCL meet, she finished 6th. From Tech, Zach Bidderdang, freshman, 200 individual medley, 100 free lay, the 500, senior champ in the 200 individual medley and the backstroke. Addison Brown, only an 8th grader, diver, swam the 500, team MVP, had a 4-point grade average, athlete in December. Lacrosse from Glasgow, Stephen Downey, the captain, senior attacker, 10 goals, 3 assists, multi-sport athlete. Nate Sisson, the junior, first-year goalie, did a terrific job. Many saves, worked hard. Expected to be a co-captain next year, and we'll work harder again and be even better next year. St. Mary's, Daniel Domeniconi, he was a junior goalie. 8 goals and assists. He had a 71% saves percentage. He was also a pretty good hockey player. Seamus Foley, senior, 19 and 9, captain of the hockey team. He was a great career leader, had a great career at St. Mary's. I should mention he was also a very good hockey player. Girls lacrosse for St. Mary's, Peyton Quirk, junior goalie, 161 saves. This one threw me for a loop. Jill Kirby, I said, is there 2 Jill Kirbys? Because there's a softball player and a lacrosse player. Jeff Newhall told me that there's 2. There's 2 Jill Kirbys. Defense, he scored 3 goals and had 5 assists. He was the top defender, one of the top defenders in the league. He was a great team leader. St. Mary's girls soccer, Abby Constein, senior captain, 4th-year player. She was a Guinness All-Star. She also captained the girls' championship basketball team. Megan Lovett, senior captain, 4th-year player. She was a Guinness All-Star. Boys soccer from Tech, Kevin Humans, junior, midfielder, 11 goals, 9 assists, 20 points. He's a captain-elect for next year. Pedro Palmaca, freshman goalie, 15 wins. Kept him into the tournament, 8 shutouts. He led them also to a tournament win, which I talk about quite often. Even though we have 5 high schools, we do win some of those games. Pedro Palmaca. Tech girls, Helen Poltroy, junior captain, Commonwealth Athletic Conference Small MVP, leading 28 goals. She was the student in October, outstanding player for Lynn Tech. Cindy Dialone, only a sophomore, but she made her pay. She had a great year as a sophomore. First year in keeping as a goalie, had 2 shutouts and 6 wins. Boys hockey from the Jets, Devin Copperthorne, assistant captain, 8, 14, 22 points, 4-year player, great addition, hard worker. Steve DiFilippo, elected captain for next year, goalie, 566 saves over his career, 80%, great team leader. Boys hockey, St. Mary's, Jake Tesmara, senior captain, defense, even though he played defense, 8, 16, 24 points, team leading scorer, team MVP. He was the CCL Bruins Sportsmanship Award winner. He was also a CCL star. Brady Bullock, junior, led the team with 14 goals, 8 assists, CC star. He's elected captain next year. Girls hockey, St. Mary's, Jenna Chaplin, junior, 22, 19, 41, CCL star. She was Globe and Herald All-Scholastic, probably one of the best players around this area, and maybe in the state. She's also a very good softball player. Maggie Pierce, junior, 13, 23, 36, CCL star. She reached 100 points this past year. She also plays field hockey, CCL star, scored 28 goals there. Glasgow softball, Izzy Fessler, senior catcher. 560 average, 667 on base percentage, 6 doubles, 2 triples, 13 RBIs, 15 runs. Her classical team is doing very well this year. Emily Teneo, third baseman, outstanding defensively, batting over 300, scored 24 runs. She's on her way to Bentley. English. This is a great performance we talk about. English used to be automatic. You play English, you get an automatic win. Not so. Coach Holdren is doing a terrific job with this softball team. They've won games, they're winning games, they're in games, they're not getting crushed, and they've made some great leaps and bounds improvement with this team, and she should get an awful lot of accolades. Janessa Lopez, senior captain, pitcher. Helping English to be greatly improved. Shari Perez, junior, leading hitter, outstanding defensively, and she's another reason why English is turning their program around. St. Mary's, Lily Newhall. We could go on forever. She just got her 500th strikeout. She just struck out 17 in the last game. Senior captain, 11-3, 132 Ks, 0.90 ERA. Great hitter. They haven't been picked yet, but if she's not a CCL All-Star and if she's not the MVP, then we should have an investigation. Anna Franguli, Jr. She also runs cross country. She also pitches. 22 innings, gave up only 7 runs, a 2.22 ERA, very good hitter, and she should be a Catholic Central League All-Star as well. This young lady should be in the Energizer Bunny commercial. Brooke Maloney, she's a freshman. Last year was an 8th grader. She was an all-star in the Catholic Central League as a first baseman. She's batting .380. She's a team leader. She hustles. She runs everywhere. She also plays soccer, and she's also part of the ladies basketball championship team. Brooke Maloney. Good Tech, Ariella Long, senior captain, catcher, honor roll, 4-year starter. She also plays basketball. She was the athlete for May. High school baseball, Tyler Wilson, senior, 429, 11 runs, 3 triples, 8 stolen bases, 12 RBI. On the mound, 2-0, 28 Ks. This year it was only 5 innings, but he had a 5-inning no-hitter, and he plays 3 sports as well. Yasina Bakuch, senior captain, outstanding defensive outfielder. He's in the top 5% of his class. He's off to Northeastern on an academic scholarship, a full scholarship. English, Victor Cambero, captain, lead pitcher. He's a very big presence on the mound. Billy Contreras, captain, lead hitter. Great hustle, shot stop, great defensively, outstanding hitter. He's really helped English push their way into the state tournament this year. Outstanding player. Billy Contreras. St. Mary's, David Cabral, senior captain, off to Northeastern. Plays shortstop when he's not pitching. He led them to back-to-back state championships. He's got a 1.87 ERA. He's a CCL star, or he will be, and he just had his last game the other day with 17 strikeouts. Eric Bridges, sophomore, 1.91 ERA, 40 Ks. He helped them big in the state tournament last year, and he's helping them again this year. For Tech, Will McCafferty, sophomore pitcher, first base. He comes up with a lot of big hits for Tech that helped him get into the tournament, which I mentioned all 4 teams are doing. Very dependable. He leads the team by example. Colby Buckland, Jr., shortstop, outstanding defensively. He's come up with some big hits for Tech. He's also a key part of their team. Girls basketball classical, Reese Brinkler, senior, forward, captain, 5 points, 8.5 rebounds, best passer on the team, GBL All-Star. She also plays multi-sports. Molly Mannion, senior forward captain, 4.5 points, 5 rebounds, team hardest worker. Then English, Rosie Chang, senior, 9 points, 5 steals, 3 assists. Led the team to the GPL title. Outstanding leader on the court, great team player. Mackenzie Acevedo, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Came up big when they needed her. Team GBL. Girls basketball, St. Mary's, Rishi Queelys, junior, CCL MVP 2 years in a row, Herald All-Scholastic, Gold Super Team, 1,000 points, 15.7 a game, 96 steals, 117 assists, 2-time state champ. She also plays field hockey, second leading scorer, 2-time CCL star in field hockey. Rishi Queelys. Mia Morgan, junior, CCL star, MVP of the Spartan Classic. Came up big in the semifinals when she had to take over when Queelys fouled out the last 2 minutes. She made the 2 foul shots that were the difference in the game. Averaged 14 points, had 87 assists. 3-pointers, she hit 64 of them and helped them win the state championship. If you watch the games on TV, many times you heard me say, I want to see this girl's birth certificate. Bella Owumi, 7th grader. CCL honorable mention only, should have been all-star. Started for the state champions. They had trouble getting going in the game at English and Watertown, getting points. She came in and got them going. She had 21 points in the game against Watertown. She averaged 5.7 points, had 136 rebounds, and she was a starter as a 7th grader on the state championship team, Bella Owumi. Olivia Abbott, senior captain, 2-time state champ, 4.6 points, 113 rebounds, had 14 blocks. She was a 4-year player. Kelly Pereira, Herald Global Scholastic, CCL star, 14 points, 166 rebounds, and all you athletes out here, I'm sure, every once in a while you dream about, I made the play, I took the 3-point shot, I hit the basket, I threw the ball in the basket, I made the big play, the big steal. She had a moment in history at Lowell, state final. St. Mary's up 2, they ran a perfect play throwing the ball in against her. She went from behind and she blocked the last shot that would have tied the game. And St. Mary's won the state championship that night. Kelly Pereira. Mid-Tech, Yara Lane Benjamin, senior guard, 6.8 points, 5.3 rebounds, 3 steals, outstanding team leader. Deanna Heels Edwards, another one of those unbelievable, 8th grade starting guard. She led the team with 14 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. I wonder what she's going to be like when she becomes a sophomore, junior, or senior. Deanna Heels Edwards. Costco boys basketball, Jaden Gonzalez, senior guard, 16 points per game. Great 3-point shooter. Led the team in rebounding. He was a great team role model. Nathan Reyes, captain, top rebounder, another great team leader. Boys basketball English, Tyrese Melo Garcia. English is very happy he's coming back next year as a junior. 24 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, GBL star, GBL MVP in the tournament at St. Mary's. He almost got English a win over a very good basketball team. He scored 43 points in the game. Carmelo Buisi, the best defensive player for English, a great teammate, he's a GBL All-Star. St. Mary's, David Brown, Jr., MVP in basketball and football. Herald All-Scholastic Globe Dream Team, 1297 points. He had kick returns, punt returns for football, 250 receiving yards, 23 touchdowns, and he was the Herald Globe All-Scholastic in football as well. So, David Brown. Halle Berry, senior captain, Catholic Central League MVP, 1,000 points. Mass Coaches Player of the Year, Herald Globe All-Scholastic. Football, he was a CCL star, passed for 750 and 10 TDs, and rushed for 596 and 10 TDs, Halle Berry. Aubrey Melvin, a junior, Catholic Central League All-Star, 13 points, 7 rebounds, huge rebounding and defensively for St. Mary's to help them win the state championship. Henry Maraca made a great comeback. He had to sit out a lot of last year with a leg injury. He came back this year, fourth-year player, senior captain. He got over that injury to help lead St. Mary's to a state championship. Derek Kalangis, Jr., Catholic Central League All-Star. Best defensive player for them. Football, he was a Catholic Central League star. Had 658 rushing, 12 TDs, 26 tackles. If this young man didn't get hurt and didn't play the last game, I think St. Mary's would have gone to the Super Bowl. Blue Tech. Edric Gonzalez, sophomore forward, 13 points, 11 rebounds, showed a lot of energy and a lot of hustle. Great team player. Wesley Morales, senior guard, captain, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. He's the class president. He also plays baseball. Classical football, Nick Tinkham, 2-year captain, 3-year starter, helped Classical to get, they were down a little bit, they finished well, and they got that big win, I'm sorry to say to Dick Newton, they got that big win on Thanksgiving Day. Nick Tinkham. Cal Durant, captain, 3-year starter, GBL star. Led receiving touchdowns, led the team with 8 touchdowns, and I hate to rub salt in the wounds, but he also kicked the field goals on Thanksgiving Day, and he's also a very good pitcher, outfielder for the baseball team. That's another one of those great moments you think about. I'm in a great spot to do a great thing and something in memory that will last forever. Double overtime, kicking a field goal, and it comes on Thanksgiving Day. Derek Omarigi, captain, 2-year starter. His blocking percentage was 88%. He was also very good offensively. He's off to Southern Connecticut. Darren Omarigi, senior wide receiver cornerback. He led the team in deep to flex, passing, knocked down at the line of scrimmage. He was a great team leader and a great team player. Nick Costa, junior linebacker, team leader in tackles with 87, team leader in sacks with 5, GBL All-Star. Brian Vaughan Jr., sophomore quarterback, also played safety, completed 70% of his passes, over 1,400 yards, 15 touchdowns, rushed for 934, and also scored 6 touchdowns. Brian Vaughan Jr. English football, Jesse Mannix, captain, senior quarterback. Ken English, they were 0-5 at one point. He got them helping them win 5 in a row to get back even. He had a great year throwing, and he also plays basketball. Nolan Mulcahy, senior, 2-year captain, sack leader for the Bulldogs. Wes Chandler, running back, captain, also played defense. He was the rushing leader and TD leader, and he was a great team leader as well. Shea Palmer, senior, outstanding two-way player, outstanding receiver, and he did an outstanding, picked up a couple of passes, interception, made a couple of great catches, and was a big part of English's success last year. Shea Palmer. Edwin Castro, only a freshman. He was one of the leading receivers for English, and the future looks very bright. They look for big things coming up for Edwin Castro, returning next year as his old sophomore. Josh Mcdonald, a senior, two-way starter, great receiver for English, and he had a couple of very big picks playing defense. Josh Mcdonald. St. Mary's football, Tom Falaska, Jr., Catholic Central League star, Catholic Central League lineman of the year, 78 tackles, 3 sacks, 3 fumbles, and does a very good job on the baseball team as well. Jack Marks, Jr., Catholic Central League All-Star, 327 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns, 41 tackles, 5 sacks, and 41 of those tackles, 9 were for losses. He was also part of the 2021 baseball teams. He's playing baseball now. Outstanding athlete. They're glad they have him back next year. Donovan Clark, senior, Catholic Central League star. Rushed for 467, 5 touchdowns, 43 receptions. Also had 50 tackles, 5 sacks, and interception. A big part of St. Mary's almost going to the Super Bowl. Michael Anderson, Jr., 52 points after he kicked, for a school record, he was 52 out of 56. So he wasn't perfect. He missed 4 times. But he was outstanding. He was almost automatic, and he did a great job for St. Mary's, and I'm very lucky to have him back next year. Martin Lorenzi, a senior, second on tackles with 53, 1 sack, forced fumble. He was also part of the basketball championship team. Nick Sacco, a junior, had 132 catching yards, 4 touchdowns, 48 tackles, 1 sack, 3 tackles for a loss. He was also a very big part of the St. Mary's State Championship basketball team. Lynn Tech football, Dominic Giordano, senior captain, 129 tackles, 2 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, 3 rushing touchdowns. Student athlete in September, he's off to Springfield College. Alejandro Gonzalez, senior captain, 52 tackles, 5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 3 tackles for a loss. Regna Naval, senior, 130 carries, 740 yards, 8 touchdowns, outstanding in the backfield, running for Lynn Tech. Tyler David, junior, captain-elect, quarterback, 129, 780, 8 TDs, 195 passing, 2 touchdowns. He was also the punter and the safety. He was the student for March. Joa Oliveira, senior, 2-way player. According to the coach, most reliable player. And last but not least, Joseph Amaro, the junior captain-elect, offensive, defensive line leader, played good at times, outstanding, consistent player. So we finished our most biggest and most students honored, and anybody that wasn't here, if you know them, if you want to grab something and take it back for them, we would greatly appreciate any of the ADs that want to do that. They're up here. Just talk to Marty. But before we go, I mentioned before, one of the gentlemen that was most important in doing this was the guy next to me. As some of you may have mentioned, some of you know, I was not going to do this again. He convinced me, he talked to me and said, especially after COVID, we got to do this, we have to get this done. And he didn't have to pull my arm that much, but he did. So he is a very big part of this night. So I want to say thank you to him.
So if you all would bear with me, I'd like to talk to you for about 10, 15 more minutes. I'm kidding. We're gonna get you out of here, but I'm gonna respectfully disagree with John. John called me and said, "What do you think? Do we do this again?" And I did say, absolutely. Like we're coming out of this thing. We need to celebrate our student athletes in the city. This individual plans and facilitates the whole thing from start to finish. I just show up. So a round of applause for John. John, you've got 2 plaques there.
Yep.
Do you want to speak to those?
No, I'm waiting till you get through.
I'm done. I was kidding when I said 10 to 15 minutes. I meant 10 to 15 seconds.
I heard that about you being all done. We've got a couple, I think, players that just showed up late. If you want to scoot up and get your awards, you certainly can. We've got two more major awards to give out, coaches awards. This gentleman won the state championship. He came close. He lost, I believe it was at the Garden to Watertown when a shot was off the rim, out would have won the game and sent them to the finals. And then they got even this year when they defeated Watertown in the tournament, went on to win the state championship. He does a great job with his kids, and it makes it even more exciting that he gets to coach his kid and watch him play, not only be MVP in basketball, but in football as well. So our first coach of the year is David Brown from St. Mary's.
I didn't know I was getting this when I went to top two. Damn. But I just want to thank my players. You know, without the players, without the administrators at St. Mary's and Mr. Newhall, our team wouldn't be as successful as we are. So thanks again for all my players and my fans. Thanks.
Last but not least, this gentleman wears about a dozen hats. He's a very successful athletic director at St. Mary's. He's been the basketball coach for the girls. He's won many state championships. He's won back-to-back state championships now. But he's also been a blessing to me, as all these athletic directors have, getting me information and keeping me up to date on games and cancellations and stuff. And they all do a great job. But this gentleman works so hard, wearing so many hats, and he does it to perfection. Jeff Newhall.
I know. Thank you, John. Just quickly, some of the same stuff David said, but most importantly, congratulations to all the student athletes that are here tonight representing their schools, the 4 schools in Lynn. I want to thank John. He does a great job, and I think I can speak on behalf of the other athletic directors in the room. He's been driving me nuts for the last 10 days, but it's all for the right reason. And thank you to Molly Harrington's trophies and awards. I know they do a ton of stuff for all the schools in Lynn, but this is one of the highlights of the year for our kids, and we couldn't do it without them. Thank you, Dr. Tutler, for everything that he does as well. Thank you.
And once again, a big thank you to the athletic directors, Dick Wooten, Billy Devon, Joe Conlon, Jeff Newhall. They helped me greatly to get this done. It's a lot of hard work, but they made it easier. Superintendent Tutwiler made it great. We thank the mayor for coming. Marty and Kevin Harrington, we mentioned this the 13th time. 13 years they've been here. This got started with Tasso Nikolakopoulos and John's Roast Beef way back when with only football. And you can imagine everybody would say, well, football, but what about this, what about this, what about this? So it kept multiplying and multiplying until tonight, as we mentioned, every sport that's offered in the 4 schools are here. And it was through the work of the athletic directors that we got this done, and I greatly appreciate their efforts. We thank you all for being here, the parents. The kids do a great job. You should be very proud of them. They represent you, themselves, the city, and their schools, and their coaches, and their athletic directors extremely well. And again, I wish you could all get to know them like I do. Thank you very much for being here. one more big thank you to Kevin Harrington for donating the awards, and another big thank you for Athens from Boston Street donating whatever's out back on the porch. And we thank you all for being here. Have a great night.
One of the rest of the show.